Hello there, it's Simone. I'm so glad you are joining me today again, once more, to get creative. Today I am working on minimizing, downsizing, reducing the page amount in two of my journals. And I wanted to take you along and show you that it is super easy for you to do this without any tools. Well, that is what a coincidence. I am actually using a tool that I just recently purchased at Michael's with one of their coupons. It is from We Are Memory Keepers. It's a binding tool that has many more different ways that you can use this to bind your journals, but I don't even know what it's called. Is it saddle stitching? I am just punching holes and then I'm going up and down and up and down, and then when I'm on the top I'm going back down, and then I'm tying a knot, and then I'm calling it done. As you can see, I put the tool away and just pulled out a book that is okay if it gets hole punched, and I used the middle gap in there as the guide for my holes to be punched, because I thought, and it felt a lot more comfortable, punching the holes through there. The We Are Memory Keepers tool is very limited in the amount of pages you can actually use. And ta-da, I am done. This takes 5 minutes to make, maybe 10. And there we have it. This notebook that I just bound together will be my Happy Mail journal. Is probably a bit much. I have pages for 12 months of the year, and I will draw in my own monthlies, and I will document when I sent out mail and what date I sent out mail and what date I receive mail. And I did not set any goals, but the hope is that I will have either even or more mail sent out than I have received. Now, this has less pages inside and the cover isn't as thick, so I am again trying to use this tool, and this time it worked a lot better. There's different holes and many holes that I could be using. I am skipping so that the binding isn't too close to each other. And the cover that I'm using is just a scrapbooking paper that I have in my stash. My idea about being creative, especially in the upcoming year, is to use my stash and to use up a lot more of my stash and to give away a lot more of my stash. And I am using embroidery thread. I have seen on other videos where people will use beeswax to actually make your floss even more sturdy and go through the pages more easily. That is definitely an option. I have not found this to be necessarily necessary, and so I just take apart the embroidery floss. It's usually plied together with 6 single strands of thread, and so I'm usually dividing them into 2 of 3 single strands, and so that is usually the thickness that I work with. And if you have been following my channel for a long time, you know that I have been doing this since 2017, and I have not had a book come apart on me yet. The cool thing about embroidery floss is that you can use different colors, which I really like using different colors. You could totally use white thread as well if you don't want the thick line going down the middle. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if it's on the outside, but some people are very particular about how the center crease looks, and so yeah, it is obvious, as you can clearly see. So that's something that you should keep in mind while picking the thread color for your embroidery. I had purchased in years ago, like before I even moved from Germany to the States, I had purchased some cheapo embroidery floss on eBay with a set of 100 different colors or something like that. And so I have this in my stash as well. And so I just pick whatever color I like. So this is basically, while I was using this to document this past 6-7 months, I'm just showing you the setup of the notebook. So this is for next year, and then I bound last year together, or last 2021 together, so that I can take it and archive it at the end of the year. I didn't cut down the, what is it? The cover cardstock. I don't know if you remember. It was a bit further back. I didn't cut it down. I just folded it in. It makes the cover a lot sturdier than just having one piece of cardstock. It is sturdier than regular paper. It is sturdier than Tomoe River paper for sure. But if you fold it in, you could create pockets. You could use this just because it's sturdier. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to try it out and see how it works. And then this is an insert, a 160-page insert from Paper Penguin Co. And again, I am using scrapbooking paper from my stash. If you don't remember, I have been avidly scrapbooking from 2014-ish. First with Project Life and then with regular scrapbook pages until maybe 2-3 years ago. And I really enjoyed it, and I would still enjoy it. I just moved on and moved over to something else, that the journaling part that at the time was more important to me. And so I just haven't had the itch to go back to regular scrapbooking. I feel like any way you express yourself creatively is totally valid. And so instead of just letting the paper rot away, I am trying to use it in other creative ways, because I have a lot of paper and I love all of that paper. And so using it definitely makes my heart very happy. So I picked out this paper, which I absolutely love. And instead of, again, using that guide, I am using the book again because the pages are just so thick, and also because I want to show you that really all you need is a thicker needle. Maybe a knitting needle would work. I'm thinking about things that you could use, or you would just go to a local scrapbooking store and purchase an awl. I think that's what they're called, AWL. And that's how you can punch the holes. Or you could go to your local Michael's and purchase that bookbinding tool. It does come with thread and this punching thing as well, the awl, and then the stitching guide. So I'm just eyeballing the distance of all of those holes, which is, for my personal use, that is totally fine. But if you wanted to work more precisely, then definitely that guide would definitely help you. Here I decided to use the, to leave the thread on the outside so it doesn't bulk up the inside, and tie the knot on the outside. That's at least what I think I was going to do. I'm not 100% sure I am. I purchased the 160-page Paper Penguin Tomoe River insert on the Buy Sell Trade group. on Facebook, and I actually just repurchased some more, but I am more I'm happier with thinner inserts, and so my plan is to divide those those books into 2 books, and because I can and because I like it, and so that's what I plan on doing with all of those. Paper Penguin actually offers 80-page inserts as well. I have not looked at the price difference, so I don't know if it's cheaper to get the more pages insert or not, but I figure if I get the 160-page insert, I can make one with a different cover and enjoy my scrapbooking paper. So that's why I get the 160-page insert. So here I'm tying the knot. I am done. And as you can see, this was maybe a 30-minute process during an afternoon. And I created 4 booklets, inserts, whatever you want to call them, with the tools that I have in my stash. Well, of course, I lied. I used the tool, the awl that came in the kit, but I used to use just a thick embroidery needle and punch my holes like this. And you can do that too. It is super easy. You could use up all of your scrap papers and make junk journals like that. I highly encourage you to do that. If you do and you post them on social media, please tag me. I would love to see what you make. I hope to see you soon. Until then, bye.